So find people who are already successful. We've already talked a little bit about who do you look for, right? It's that person who you met on the first day on the job and they quickly shook your hand and then disappeared. Hi, great to meet you, and they're gone. You want to find that person and ask them, look, could I have 5 minutes to chat with you? Or what is it about what you do that's so effective? Maybe you could mentor me, I don't know. Build some rapport with them. There's a story, I'm always reading blogs and articles and trying to get more into here so that I can help my clients. And there's a story, Tony Robbins, early on, I mean, he'd already made $1 million a year, and he was hanging out with somebody that he knew, and the guy said to him, Tony, I haven't seen you lately, where have you been? And Tony told him, look, I'm at this level, and I want to be up here, so I'm hanging around mostly the people who are making $100 million a year now. Look what happened. So, you know, find the people who are succeeding and go and emulate them. Go be around them, job shadow them, do whatever you have to do to be like them. And it's going to be work. Successful people want to help you. They do want other people to be successful, and they will help, but they want to see that you're putting in some effort. So our next question, I guess let's quickly return to what they are actually doing. First of all, they have this huge focus. They come into work and they don't sit down and get comfortable in their chair or turn on their computer, or get their coffee all situated and start reading emails and getting involved in other people's problems that have come into them. They had their schedule of what they were going to do today set up before they ever walked into the office. They don't let themselves get distracted. They stay focused. From 9 to 10:30, they're doing prospecting calls. That's all they're doing. You know, some webinar isn't going to distract them. You aren't going to distract them. That's what they're doing during this time period. It's set aside for that. And they're doing these things consistently. There's an outflow, there's an outward focus of communication that's coming out. It's what I'm doing right now with you. I'm not sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. I don't go, well, I've got this great mousetrap now. It's better than everything else. Let's have the orders come pouring in. It doesn't work that way. You've got to have this outflow of communication. And they meet with people. So, and that's where they disappeared off to on that first day when you briefly saw them. They're successful salespeople. They've already done their consistent prospecting work, set up appointments, and they're out talking to people face to face, and that's where you sell. So, the missing element next that causes a lot of sales. What is this thing, this key thing? I was in sales and after my college in a professional career for 11 years before I realized what it was. I was a sales zombie. I talk about this, you know. They don't know what's happening or why. There's some instinct to go eat, but you know they don't know why they get some things, have success on some occasions and don't have it on others. That's what a sales zombie is. And that's what I was experiencing, and that's what most salespeople are experiencing. They're sales zombies. So the key thing to change is to have a consistent sales process. I don't care what it is. You can go get Tom Hopkins. For me, that tie down, overcoming objections, reversals, kind of wrestling struggle thing really didn't work for me. I like consultative selling because it's a much more friendlier approach and calmer and more comfortable. And you're just trying to have genuine conversations with people. So a consistent sales process has stages, and that will let you know where you're at, what's going to happen next, what the prospect is going to say next before they even know what they're going to say. This gives you tremendous power. And what you're going to do next. Nothing happens that's unexpected. It's okay. You know, and the only terrible thing that happen is that you goof. Okay, so you goof. But you have a process and you know what went wrong where. You can debrief and talk about it. This is the major key to having a better time selling and completing more sales successfully. What have we got next here? Oh, this question comes up all the time on forums. It's about follow-up. The questions usually go something like this. Jason, I went out and I talked to these people and it seemed like it was going really good and we had a great conversation, and then I submitted my proposal and I never heard from them again. And it's 2 weeks later, and I've left a couple of voicemails and calling to follow up on that, and I'm not getting any response. What should I do?